This is a cheap adventure to Oslo in Norway, and here's the Ryanair plane landing.
Need a reference point to the countdown. Bar 3, 2, 1, 0. No, we're not down yet. Oh, we're off by 3 seconds.
And here I am at Oslo Airport. Let's take a look around. This airport has some nice Schindler D-series lifts.
It's only a D-series.
Secret floor. That stops too soon. Levering's too early. Freedom. Oslo is very expensive. Everything here is expensive. Although the flights to get to Oslo were just £5 each way, but actually getting from Oslo Airport into Oslo itself cost much more than the flights. The total adventure came to about £130 each, so it was kind of in budget for a cheap flight adventure, but the trains were expensive and pretty much everything was expensive. But even more expensive than the regular trains was the expensive, overpriced Airport Express train, which only dumb tourists use, because it's crazily overpriced and doesn't even go any faster than the regular trains. So then I've done a separate video of the trains here, make sure you check out this video, and here we are at Oslo Central Station. Let's take a look around. And one thing about Oslo, as well as the trains being expensive, the food is also crazily expensive. And Jordan's food all came to £10. That's a lot of money. Imagine how much you get in England for £10. Imagine how much you get in Ukraine for £10. And even more expensive than regular food is cooked food. £7 burger. This is actually the best value burger, most meat for money. Double quarter pounder, £7. Jordan spent £16 on his Burger King meal for drink, those and a burger. £16. Oh, and an ice cream. And the reasons for things being expensive is because the minimum wage here is very high, and also the exchange rate is very much in Norway's favour. And because everything's expensive here, this means that buildings can afford much more expensive things and more expensive lifts in their building compared to the equivalent building in England. And along to the first building, which has a crazy over-the-top screen around the lifts. This must have cost them a fortune. And the lifts here are some very nice glass Schindler 5500 lifts with destination dispatch. Take car C. Dung dung.
Etasje 11. Dørene åpnes.
This glowy circle edition is purple. Settings. Please place your card in front of the sensor. Oh, I've got a train ticket. I mean, that's definitely going to work, isn't it? My fair ultralight train ticket. Cannot proceed. Oh, fuck you, Schindler.
1. Please press again when you hear your destination.
Was it in English, not in...
3. 4. Car A2 is left.
That's how you do car preference destination dispatch. Star. Okay. That's a micro switch. That's how it knows if the cabinet's open.
So if you push that in.
That enables car preference when the micro switch comes out. That -9 question mark.
10 in. That
Oh, it cancels it, so it's now going to 10. So when it starts off. So does it not open the doors?
So it's like a reverse, actually.
Oh, I don't want to go to 10 actually. I've changed my mind. I want to go to 3.
I've changed my mind, I want to go to 1 now. We've got complete control.
So it's now going to 1. We've got complete control over the lift. It's not so well. Come on, lift. Let's go.
We decide where it's
Yes, we have complete control over his lift.
only goes where we want.
Yeah, we don't go to 1 anymore. We go to 11.
To 11 now.
Now we're going to go back up again.
So it's okay. We will lift. This lift is now yours. This lift loves us so much. It's granted us sales access.
Oh dear. And back up we go. Whee! This is crazy. Weird blobby stalactite. But that is actually a seat. This is so weird. It's like a maze hotel. Welcome to this maze. Welcome to my conference about lift surfing. So this is where everyone sits and wants to watch a show. So we'll be watching some of my finest lift surfs on these screens. Benno Cinema Meeting Room Edition. Sadly we can't dim the lights as the software's crashed. It's a glass lift. We've got to surf this. Oh, it's fast and special. And now we go along to a hotel. Now this hotel seems like a fairly ordinary hotel, nothing that special. In England it'd probably have eco discs or maybe a generic lift, but in Oslo it's got a Mitsubishi. So weird.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Very nice.
6th floor.
Going down. And now to the Mitsubishi service lift. Ooh, what the fuck's wrong with the car top on that? That's weird. Nice. And let's take a look around Oslo. The pedestrian traffic lights here have 2 red mans for some reason, and the centre of Oslo's quite touristy. And one thing about Oslo which has pretty much put me off the place is the amount of vigilantiness here. People are so vigilante here, it makes Germany look like nothing. Pretty much all the time people are watching you and checking up on you. Although in Oslo, unlike Germany, people do not actually grab you. Everyone's friendly here, everyone talks to you friendly, but they like to watch what people do. And on 4 separate occasions we got followed, and all of these occasions were not by members of staff, it's just ordinary members of the public like to follow you about if they think you're doing something you're not meant to. Well, the first time was kind of understandable, as someone saw us sticking a key in a lift and he then followed us around the streets for half an hour. The second time I think someone thought we weren't meant to be in a block of flats or something and decided to just randomly follow us around the street, which was very off-putting. But the third time we hadn't done anything, we were just talking about lift surfing in Burger King and some people were listening in, and when we left Burger King we then realised they were following us, and they followed us for quite a long time till we managed to lose them. And the fourth time was the worst time because we'd done nothing. I was just filming a lift normally, just filming outside of a lift, and some person decided to take a disliking to us and followed us around the streets. I've no idea why. It's weird. And now we go to the next hotel, which has some ThyssenKrupp lifts.
Etage.
Ready for some JU? It's weird that staff one isn't locked, but these are locked, but staff one isn't. That just makes sense. It's time for JU. And now. Does its doors and then JU. Opens it slightly and closes it because it thinks something's blocking a door. This is actually quite clever in a way. And let's look around this hotel and along to the service lift, which is an absolutely epic old inner doorless lift. This lift is completely awesome, and on top of this lift it's got a kind of a crossways chassis, even though this lift does not have doors at 90 degrees, so a crossways chassis is kind of odd for this lift. Oh, it's a double inner doorless. Double inner doorless. whoops, safety brake. Try and stop exactly. 3, 2, 1, now. Perfect. It's working on the other side as well. Oh, I sort of cut up with that. Like this and clap file exit from the start. Is that off? I don't think that looks off to me. That's off. Yeah, it sounds bright as it is. And along to a very interesting shopping centre in the middle of Oslo. This shopping centre has lifts with Schindler Eurolift buttons, but the lifts feel like Hydrowares. So it's either two things happening here. Either these are rare Schindler hydraulic intelligent leveling lifts, a bit like one I found in Switzerland, or these are lifts with Schindler buttons, both Hydroware logic, because they really feel like Hydrowares. So when the lift slows down, it's going along at full speed, then suddenly jolts down to 2/3 speed, then intelligently levels to a perfect stop with no levelling stage, which is very much feels like Hydroware's way of doing things. Hydroware or Schindler just done some really good hydraulic, because watch this intelligent levelling. Actually, it doesn't feel like hydraulic. What? It doesn't feel like hydraulic at all. It feels like traction. What? I felt like Hydroware. Where it came into land felt like Hydroware. It's actually a Hydroware. The way it levelled felt like Hydroware. It's intelligent, but you can feel the slight jolts as it changes its speed as a Hydroware does. It sort of slows down a bit, then goes medium, then does a really nice intelligent level. So that's Hydroware, and by that tape there, that is definitely Hydroware. So somehow Schindler have interfaced Eurolift logic and Hydroware together. I do not know how they've done that, but they've interfaced the two logics together. So as it slows down, it's currently going full speed, then slight slow down to medium, stays at medium, then an intelligent level. That's classic Hydroware. Mr. Pigeon says the next lift is a first generation Eco Disc. And also, please walk underneath me because I'm going to poo on you.
Sure, I've got stars with.